Hey guys, Alberto here. Welcome back to another, I don't know why I said welcome back, but hey, welcome. This is going to be a Yu-Gi-Oh! TCG talk, so let me know how you guys feel about this. Leave a comment down below if you're excited for this new set. This is Battles of Legend Heroes Revenge. I'm going to kind of go quickly through it. This was announced a few days ago. I actually did an original video, didn't like it, so I scrapped it. We're going to try it again. Alright, so here we go. We got 6 pages worth of stuff. There's a bunch of cards. It's been multiple there, but I'm going to go ahead and explain because I know some of my folks from my Twitch streams and some of my YouTube stuff may not know Yu-Gi-Oh! TCG specific and might want to get into it. I do try to cater these videos towards the new to Yu-Gi-Oh! Audience. So what Battles of Legend is, it started a few years ago with Battles of Legend Light's Revenge. And it's kind of a mix of a reprint set and a deck building set. So there are new decks that are just printed from either the anime or new archetypes, and then there's a bunch of reprints that happens that are very important to the meta, i.e. like Dual Power, except Dual Power was a set where it just was mostly competitive cards and stuff. It's a mixture of everything. It's a really good set, everything Secret and Ultra. So it's a really pretty set. So let's go ahead and get straight to this thing. I think the first card we see, 2 cards that pop up to me from a competitive standpoint, is Sky Striker Engage. Although they already announced that this was getting reprinted, it's not that surprise. Also Cycle, we already knew that. The alternative for 5-headed dragon, classic Yu-Gi-Oh! Dungeon Duel Monsters. I almost said Dungeon Masters. Duel Masters card right there. And we have a couple of new cards. We already saw Sky Striker Ace Ray. We already know A was probably going to get reprinted in its secret rarity because it only came super in Dark Saviors. Vision Hero Vion got a secret treatment, which just actually got reprinted in Dual Power, which surprised me, but Vision Heroes, I guess. So we got 3 interesting things on this page specifically. We have the new High Speed Roy Kite Drake, which it's because of the secret foil and the pixely back, we don't actually know its TCG name. I'm gonna go with Kite Drake. I believe that's what it translates to. The new Synchro monster is actually really good for Spearoids. It needs wind monsters specifically to make it, so you can't just splash it in every deck. So that's really nice. Salmon Great Almerage. This just needs a normal summon monster, so you can splash this in any decks. I don't remember the effect off the top of my head, but that might more likely see play outside of Salmon Greats. I didn't even know this one, Dark Sacrifice, that's a new card. I believe it negates a target, but since it's only a spell speed 2, you can like counter trap it or negate it with any other thing, so it's cool. Let's go ahead and move on to the next page. A lot of interesting reprints here, as well as new cards with like Trinity, Wyvern Buster. Wyvern Buster's seeing a lot of play because of Danger Thunder Dragon. So it's nice to get a reprint of that. It was a hard card to find for a while, being it only in Comet and Super Printing from the structure deck, the Super Printing at least. Heralded Arclight. This is an ultra rare printing, so I'm surprised they did that and didn't do a secret. But this card was a $20 super coming from the new challengers. Necrons is kind of a road deck that's going around. It hasn't seen a lot of tops, but it's still getting played as like that road deck, and they really want. The deck is best played with 3 Heralds of the Arclight in the extra deck, so you can just pop it with Zaborg and get a bunch of searches for your ritual stuff in there. We also got the 2 new. I'm not really talking about the number monsters because number monsters aren't that interesting. There's 4 new number cards in the set, but I want to talk about these guys. These 2. Not that really much to talk about because they're Battle Wasps. They are from Arc 5. They're a Synchro-based archetype, kind of like Black Wings, except insects. They all have the unique stuff. I don't think they're going to see competitive play, but they're going to be a nice, fun deck. Fortune Fairies, I think, have a lot of potential. They're spellcasters, there's fairies. They're a supporting archetype for the Fortune Ladies. They all have the effect when you draw them, you can reveal them and then special summon them. And they all have different effects when they're special summoned and stuff. So really nice. I really think that they have potential for like a Link base. They also have a Synchro monster that's coming out in Rising Rampage, if I remember correctly. So we will see. Then Vision Hero is the next archetype. It's not that interesting. They're a fusion-based archetype that was from the manga with Aster Phoenix. If you're into that, see that has the Vision Fusion. They all based off of being the Spell and Trap Zone. It's, I guess, a neat concept, but it was a manga thing, so not everything with the manga translates well. Same thing with the anime, I guess. But there is a couple interesting things on this in general. First off, we get 3 Link Vrains Pack 2 imports. And I think that's going to take up majority of this conversation on this page. We already talked about Fortune Fairies and stuff. But these guys all are Link Vrains Pack 2 imports that we've been finally getting. I think Harpy Conductor was actually supposed to be Link Vrains Pack 1, but they imported now. A lot of people were surprised that this didn't get imported in the Legendary Duelist, so they decided just to throw it in here. I believe this is the only Harpy card in here. Really nice with the archetype. Also, I'll talk about Trap Chick Sarah and High Speed Rubber Band Shooter real fast. Sarah, I mean, it's what do you expect? It's going to search for a hole, and I think it has the ability to special summon another Trap Tricks from your hand or something. I don't actually remember, but I don't think that's going to see competitive play. High Speed Rubber Band Shooter is actually really strong for the archetype. It gives High Speedroids in general, an extra normal summon. Excuse me, I am a little bit sick while recording this. So, a lot of the Speedroid monsters get effects when they're summoned in specific. A lot of them special summon some by like Terratop and Takentenborg. Unfortunately, both Terratop is limited because of a lot of things. Actually, PKs, like a lot of cards could have used Terratop. So they need like an extra help. So that extra normal summon is actually really good for the archetype. And plus, even if it comes off the limitless, that just pushes the plays even more. If that did come off on the forbidden list, then yeah, they might be meta with this. I don't know. Probably a far stretch. But one last card I want to talk about this page is Interrupted Kaiju Slumber. Again, that used to be like a $10 super. I think now it's gone to 4 or 5 because Kaijus aren't really even being played because just Fear Mode is easier to get now. So unless you're running like an OTK deck, like Kaijus aren't really seeing a lot of play right now. Not that much actually on this page. Widow Anchor is kind of a surprise. We heard Engage was getting reprinted, but with Dasa announced in the Gold Sarcophagus tin, I didn't think that they were going to reprint this in here anyway. I thought they were just going to do maybe the lower Sky Striker cards, but no, Widow Anchor is in here, so this is a very worth set. Artifact Lancia is getting reprinted. We knew about that. It's getting secret, which is nice. Some of the TG support is going to be in here that they've been slowly putting out for the archetype. I don't know why they're still making TG cards, but they are. And then Prankatops. This honestly probably should have been a secret when it came out in Soul Fusion. A lot of people thought, but at least I have 4 playsets of the card now. I probably sold them, put in bulk now, so it's probably in 3. But still, a really good side deck card and a really good going second card if you need that space. So it's nice to have that rarity bump. This is a lot of blurriness, but holy crap. The one important card, or 2 important cards, I'm going to say, as the Fortune Land card, this actually is actually pretty broken from what I remember. But actually, it's Magical Musket Max and Artifact Scythe. These 2, this is getting imported. Definitely needed for the archetype. If you don't know about Magical Musketeers, they're going second deck or going first deck for on One Time and Spirit Warriors. Caspar, Starfire, 2 of the best cards from that set. Never really saw competitive play. It's always been up there, but since it's a column-based archetype, just never got to see a lot of play. But Max is a perfect going second card. You use your normal summon, you make Max afterwards because it's a Link 1. You draw a bunch of cards, and now you have all these hand traps and stuff from your hand. So it's really nice. Scythe, we all know what Scythe does. If you have been competitive before, you Sanctum, special summon it from your deck. Your opponent cannot use your extra deck that turn. So it's really nice. Foolish Barrier reprint. I guess we've had a lot of those. And finally, I don't think this is every single one because I know there's a lot more synchro monsters from the archetype. So this is technically all the spoils from the set, but still this is a good amount. More Battle Womps. Will of the Salamangreat. That was only, I believe, no, it was released in a core set, but that's gotten a rarity bump. That's nice. That's a solid one for the deck. I actually have the deck right here. Salamangreat. I used to run it. Got bored with it very easily, but yeah. Shaddoll Beast is actually probably the most important card on here. That was getting super hard to find, even if it's in its rarity. So Shaddoll Fusion is live again. Shaddoll Fusion and Shaddoll are getting support apparently in the structure deck battle that's going on in Japan, so that's probably going to get eventually imported, so having a reprint of this is really nice. Plus, like I said, Shaddolls randomly go in and out of matter with Shaddoll Fusion and stuff like Construct being on the getting unbanned, and then stuff like Winda, like Shikinaga that's being played in rank 10 trains. So all this stuff is really good reprints wise. So that's pretty much about it for the video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Leave a like down below, subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you guys in future TCG videos. See ya.